Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. We'll be starting in a few moments. We're just waiting for everyone to join in. So if you're joining us on YouTube, you'll be able to ask questions and participate through the comments on the side, and my colleague Pierre will be going through those as well. So like I say, we'll be starting very soon in just a couple of minutes, so see you shortly. Okay, welcome to everyone and everyone who's receiving the recording of this as well. It's our pleasure to be here today to introduce NAWO, which stands for Natural Work and is all about ergonomic analysis in the workplaces. So before we give you a live demo of NAWO, just to introduce our business is called HRV Simulation, and it stands for Haptic Reality Virtuelle. So we're a French company, and we're based 2 hours west of Paris, and we do research and projects in the latest of technologies. And what we'll be showing you today is NAWO, and that's based on motion capture and virtual reality as well. So we're very lucky, and a huge thank you to those of you that are joining us again today, because the companies we've had the pleasure of working with, such as Air France and Bosch, that have helped us really bring this software to the state and the quality that it is today. But like I say, we do work with a number of technologies. So we also work with haptic technology, and here we've commercialized a dental trainer in dentistry. And again, we're really fortunate to work with some of the leading universities on that. So the University of Sheffield in England, Edema in Spain, and a number of other ones like the University de Lyon in France. So it's our pleasure to be here. And you're not only joined by myself, James Markey, and I'm from the UK and I look after the international business, but we also have the pleasure of having Pierre here. Pierre, can you hear us?
Yeah, hi everyone, thank you for being here. My name is Pierre Foubert and I'm sales representative for HRV Simulation. So just to remind you that you can react on the YouTube live chat here, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Okay, James, let's go.
Well, thanks for joining us. And like I say, let's get this underway. So we're here today for NAWO, stands for Natural Work Ergonomic Simulation Software. But to give you a quick overview of all the different parts of it before we go to the live demo, because we've got a number of individual parts, and the latest to that is NAWO Smart, an application which runs on the latest iPhones and allows you to record and export the data. So you can record the simulation from your phone, you get the mannequin showing you the live risk data, and then you can export it into the full NAWO Live software. And we'll show you a little video and then we'll go into the live demo. But NAWO Live allows you to not only record with a full motion capture suite, to analyze it from the dashboard and the statistics, produce reports, and then it's over to you to take that data and then improve the workplaces and reduce the risk of MSD. But we also have another exciting part of NAWO, which is for the conception of new workplaces as well. So this is really exciting. You actually get to import your CAD, your design models of future workstations. You get to try it out with a virtual reality headset, as well as the motion capture suit. Get all that ergonomic analysis feedback, and then you can actually make your improvements before you've actually created the workplace, because you've already been able to jump inside it and give it a bit of a test run. So all of that is available together as a hardware and software solution all in one package, and you can take the NAWO Live, the NARO Studio, or take it all together as a complete package. But the focus of today is very much on NAWO Live, which is what we've received a lot of interest in recently. So we wanted to break it down and show each part to you. And we're going to play a video on our latest iPhone app, and I'm going to let Pierre introduce it for you.
Yeah, so here you can see the NAWO Smart app. So this is an augmented reality application that allows you to record motion captures with your iPhone. And then you can export the recordings and view the result in the NAWO Live software.
Fab, thank you for that, Pierre. And then here, just before we go into the live demo, we did want to show you a video of NAWO Live used in a factory place so that you can see that as well. Because a large part of it is to really understand it in use because of the hardware that's used as well. So here you can see a factory in Laval, and the operator there on the right, you'll be able to see the motion capture suit that they've got on, and that's what allows the ergonomic analysis to 1 degree of accuracy. You can also see somebody there with the Surface tablet, and that allows you to get the real-time flow of it, but you're also taking a recording of a video from the tablet, so then you have the comparison and the evidence inside the software as well. So you get, just like there, a side-by-side comparison of what was happening from the video from a real life perspective and the visualization on a mannequin to really understand that data. So now we're going to show you exactly that live from the software. So I'm going to cut across and jump in. There we go. So you've got the software up straight from my screen. And just like there, you'll be able to see on the left the video, and on the right we have a full 360-degree visualization with the mannequin. So as I click play, you can see the both of them corresponding to the other. And there we're picking up some crates and putting them on top of the pallet. And there we're doing the same again. So this is obviously one of those repetitive tasks that we're trying to categorize. Now you might be able to see on the right there is all the statistics and the scoring that's real time. For those of you that aren't familiar with Ruler and Reba, the higher the score, the more the risk. So you want to keep that as low as possible. Now it gives you the analysis of each of the different parts from each of the different sensors. And like I say, that's accurate to 1 degree. Down at the bottom, I have the time mapping. And if I just pull one of these across, I can get a wider view. So here we've already created some labels. So you can see here we're picking up some crates and then putting them on a new pallet. So just to help understand what's happening, we've created, and let's actually remove them and we'll create some new ones so you can see exactly what is happening. So what we do is we find where we're doing an action. So here we're picking up the crates and putting them on. So if I rewind to the start, so we start to pick them up just about here, and then I can create a new label. I choose what type of analysis I want, so Ruler, Reba, or any of the others. And we can also implement your own scoring system as well. And here, just to visualize it, I'm going to put the load is more than 10 kilograms. more than 10 kilograms, and again for the posture. So let's call this 12 kilogram crate, and then click apply. So now you'll be able to see that this gives a real-time adjustment to the scoring along here as well. So I can click and drag, and you'll see the difference that makes to the scoring. So let me bring that down to a little bit less. And we'll call this one the 8 kilogram crate. And again, you'll be able to see its real-time adjustment on there. So they're the labels which help us to do it on there. And then we also have the steps which be used for these repetitive tasks, and I'll show you the results in the statistics. But it's all lined up quite nicely. And one of the other things I can do on here as well is I can run a charge port analysis. So here let's do 10 kilograms on NIOSH, and we have an acceptable hold, a grip, and this is a repetitive task, and we're doing, let's say, 6 every minute. And we'll call this 10 kilogram lift. So again, apply. There we go, and you'll see the real-time updating of that. But on here, you'll be able to see some statistics with the NIOSH. So you've got your recommended weight limit, which is 3.8 kilograms there. So you can see already that if we were holding a crate of 10 kilograms, that's pushing it a little bit further. And some of the other things I can show you on here, you'll be able to split it down into the individual parts. So the left and right on the ruler analysis, and the angulations as well. So we can see the flex, the lateral, and the twist, and you can see that over time. One of the other things that's really useful from this point of view is when we find certain postures that are very high risk and we might want to change and do some training, we can capture some snapshot evidence, so both of the video and the visualization of the mannequin as well. So I'll just export that to my desktop and show you afterwards. And then we can also do an export into Excel, into an Excel format, and I'll put that on my desktop to show you a little bit later as well. So there we go, ergonomic report successfully saved. But this is just the live dashboard, and we also have full statistics. So if I go in here, you'll then be able to see the statistics for the overall exposure. So we've got close to 40 meters traveled and just under a minute duration. Now we've already created the labels and the steps. So if I was to highlight just the steps we did there, which we highlighted the single picker, we can see that one of those movements is 4.1 meters of distance covered and 6 seconds long. So as a repetitive task, we can just multiply that by the amount of times that's done in the day to get our overall distance, the duration, and from here we can see our overall risk as well. We can click each individual body part, and that'll bring up the statistics from each part here on the right. And if I click the overall score, I can see if there's a difference between the left and the right side as well. So next, on the load port, if I move across to the next tab, we now get a visualization of where we are in terms of risk with each of the loads that we've done. So we highlighted the 10 kilogram lift, and you can see here that means there's significant risk because that recommended weight limit is just 3.9 kilograms. And some other things that you can add into our software, because we appreciate that you probably have some sort of process already, and more often than not, these are checklists that are done from visual observations. So to help you migrate to NAWO, you're able to actually import your existing checklists, and you can either use them as an addition to NAWO or use it as you migrate things across. So these give the operative a chance to go through each of the different subjects and then just tick off everything to validate it meets the criteria. So we've done that in cognitive and environmental, which allows you to put in some of the captures that we're not able to get from the devices. So it helps give you really a complete solution inside and out. So From here in the bottom left, you'll see there's another export, and I'll show you this. So we can export the full report to my desktop, and then we'll show you exactly what that looks like. But one of the other things I wanted to highlight was here where we select the body part. So here I've got the trunk that then allows us for this really nice visualization into what's happening as well. So you'll be able to see the global in the yellow and the trunk just underneath in the darker. And if we go back to our dashboard, that's what gives us that real-time visualization of it as well. So then as we go across, we can see where the risk comes from, and obviously there's a big correlation between the trunk and our overall exposure. So let me just go to my desktop and I'll get up the stuff that you need to see. There we go. So hopefully you can see this okay. So I've got the snapshots here. So these were the ones that were taken from the real-time view. And then we've also got the different exports as well. So here's our report. We've got some snapshots from the Mankin and our overall data. And then as well, we have the global report. So the global report gives us the breakdown of each of the different body parts according to the assessment that we're using. And as well as that, you then have the statistics and the raw data as well. So it's nice and easy. You can actually create your own templates and do that yourself, and it comes out in the format that you require. So that's the majority of NAWO Live and our live demonstration. And I'll just bring in Pierre and see whether Pierre's got anything you'd like to add about the functionality of NAWO Live. Okay, fab. So moving on from NAWO Live is just a very quick overview of Naro Studio. And Naro Studio, like we were saying, is the ergonomic conception. So this is for the future work posts where you can actually import your CAD designs. And we've got a very short video to show you here to help visualize exactly what is going on. So here you can see within the Naro Studio software, you can see that we've started to import some of those CAD designs. And that allows you to put on a VR headset, jump inside, and actually do the ergonomic analysis on the conception of it as well. And this is how simple it is. So you're creating a new project, and then you just start importing the 3D models, the CAD designs that you have already. And then when you've got your models in, you're able to work around, put the VR headset on, and then get real-time analysis, and then go back to NAWO Live and export some of that as well. So as you'll see there, once you've created your full area, you've got this fully immersive environment that's like a virtual factory of what you'll be working on. And it means that the people that will be working inside can actually get involved at the design stage, and you can make the changes that are needed before it goes into full production. So that's NAWO, that's NAWO Solution Natural Work, and you've got the parts of NAWO Smart, the new iPhone application that's free to download and give a try. You've got NAWO Live, which is the software that's attached to a motion capture suite that allows you for accurate analysis down to 1 degree and to do all the ergonomic simulation. And then you've got NAWO Studio, which allows you to import CAD models and then take them through the ergonomic simulation as well. So it's been our pleasure to introduce you to our solutions today. My name is James Markey, and like I said, I'm based in the UK and I look after the international markets for HRV. And joined with us today was Pierre Foubert, who's sales representative also for HRV, is based in France at our head office and covers all of Europe as well. So do you have any last words, Pierre, before we say goodbye and thank you to everyone?
No, thank you for everyone. James, I think you are streaming your streaming software, so we don't see really well your screen here, where you can get just the contact if you get questions. So you can just, yes, this is better. You can email at this address here. So it's not the good screen, James, but it doesn't matter. You can contact us to this email address, contact@nowosolution.com.
Yeah, fair. Well, apologies if anyone's had any trouble with the screens that we've been streaming today. Whenever you're doing it live, these things can happen. But as Pierre says, if you have any questions, if you want to follow up, and if you want to organize any one-to-one demos, then feel free to contact either of us. The emails should be on your screen. And if not, contact@nawo-solution.com. That's where you'll find us. So a huge thank you for coming along today, and we look forward to meeting some of you again in person. But for now, thank you and goodbye.